Hey guys, let's talk blended interest rates and how to properly calculate it, because a lot of realtors and a lot of lenders are bringing this up as they're helping advise families and moving into maybe a larger property. Now, the reason this is common is because there's a lot of equity in homes. And so, hey, Mr. Customer, if you sell your home and we take this 100,000, we can pay off all those credits or debts, whatever it is that you have, and save you a tremendous amount of interest. Now, in order of least accurate to most accurate, the wrong way to calculate this is say, hey, I got a 23% rate on a credit card, a 9% rate on a vehicle, and a 4% fixed rate on my mortgage. Well, 36 divided by those three trade lines, Mr. Customer, you have a 12% interest rate. As you can probably guess, that's not factoring in the balances or the time to pay off any of those trade lines. And so that's why that number would be wildly skewed. The little bit more accurate way, and where this is where most realtors and lenders are falling, is they're taking the total annual interest divided by the balance. So they're going to say, hey, on this credit card, I'm going to spend $11,000 in interest in the next 12 months. On this auto loan, it's $7,000, and on my mortgage, it's another $20,000 in interest. You take that annual interest divided by the balance, and that's where you start to get into the 6, 7, maybe 8% blended interest rate. But even that's not fully accurate, because the time to pay off those trade lines is different for everyone, right? So for example, if you're 3 years into a 7-year amortization on your vehicle loan, well, you only need to calculate the next 4 years of interest, and then that's going to completely fall out of the equation. So the more accurate way to do it, if you really want to get nitty gritty, is to take the total interest you're going to pay over the remainder of whatever that balance is. So for the vehicle is 4 years. If you're paying extra towards a credit card, you're going to take that out 7 or 8 or 9 years until you get to a zero balance, assuming you don't spend anything else on it. And then you would do the same thing on your mortgage. Now, when you do this, you're going to get the lifetime interest, assuming, again, you're not putting more debts or trade lines into it, and you're going to find out I'm spending maybe 60 or 65 cents on top of every dollar that I borrow. And then when you compare that to what the mortgage is proposed and all of those things, now you can get a more accurate feel and make a more educated decision. So I hope that's a helpful tip. If you have questions for your specific scenario, feel free to reach out. All my contact info is in the link below. Take care.